Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee. Welcome to the Thursday show.
That's right. Welcome, everybody.
All right. Well, Spirit Connections, I thought maybe we said we would do it today, so we'll do it today. Yeah, the more advanced notice we get, the better, but it's a good night to do it.
Yeah,
So
it'll be great. Happy birthday.
slow, but I know that can change at the drop of a hat. So we're going to get started. And let me just post a list. Oh, I know I forgot to do, but that's okay. Do, do. Right, there's the list. And Spirit Connection is getting a birthday reading. All right. But, of course, we start with our card for the collective first. So, be using the Season of the Witch Yule Oracle, as Yule is almost upon us. Oh my gosh, I am behind with everything. Everything. This is not a good year, but of course, I just found out on Wednesday I'm going to need a root canal. Poor Mr. O is going in for oral surgery tomorrow, and
Extraction and bone graft.
it's been a tough week. We just heard our daughter-in-law's grandfather died. We feel real bad about that. So there's been some crazy pandemonium in our lives.
Hi, Gina.
Gina! Gina, I am behind with everything, including you, but I haven't forgotten about you. I just want to let you know that in advance, okay? Something special I have cooked up, but it's my muse has been running kind of dry, so my holiday poems have been slowing me down. A couple other things have been slowing me down.
You know it's bad when Mr. O tries to help out
He
writing
did.
poetry.
He wrote my not the Christmas poem, but he wrote a Yule poem. But because I had part of a Yule poem made already, that was one thing that came through. I've added some of his to mine, and so
It's
now it's a
collaboration.
combined poem.
Yes.
He tried to help, but I've been undergoing some tooth pain, although it's a lot better now, and I'm on antibiotics. Blah blah.
And here's the Wonder Twin Power.
Good to see you, Gina. I hope you're here for reading. I will add you on the list. All right, and the Sun Man has arrived, so Kara can't be far away.
Hello, baby. What's up?
Ooh. Well, you know what? Isn't this cool? Because we are approaching
Thanks, Gina.
the darkest hour. Thank you, Gina. Her
Hi,
grandfather.
Kara. Hi, Kara. Were your ears ringing just now?
Kara, did you hear what I had said? I had said Sunny just arrived, and so Kara can't be far behind. What number is the darkest hour? Oh, wait, it's alphabetical. I don't need that. All right, here we are. It's number 9. Why am I not surprised? All right, the keywords for the darkest hour are the longest night, the abyss, void. There in the void of thy darkness swells the shadow of the soul, swallowing the wickedness into the blackness of its wholeness. Dun, dun, dun. All right, but it's very appropriate we get this right now. Light and darkness go hand in hand. Just as the day turns into night, the soul must also go through periods of highs and lows. A low is called the dark night of the soul, a period where you feel lost, confused, and removed from your spirit. Everyone will experience a dark night of the soul at some point, and you will likely experience many over your lifetime. It's common for the darkest night to appear during times of extreme stress and disruption. And while this process isn't pleasant and you will undoubtedly lose something, things will be for the better when you emerge from the journey. The darkest hour has appeared because you are being asked to examine what is absolutely necessary for joy. Is it, excuse me, is it money? Is it love? Is it fame or respect? Imagine being free of it. The darkest hour reminds you that material things are not necessary for happiness. That happiness is something that is available to you with or without material success. You may feel as though you have to be where you are, but that isn't true. You are being guided to find true happiness within your spirit. Do not be afraid of change and do not be scared to let go. Doing so means you can see the light, even when life feels hopeless. Self focused happiness provides a guiding light when you are lost in the darkest hour. It will point the way home and help you recover. Wow, pretty profound stuff here. I almost don't know where to begin, but I would say that it is about, where do you derive your happiness from? Happiness is always available to you. Hey, money sometimes is not. Love sometimes is not. Fame and fortune, not so much. But that does not mean you can't still be happy, and there are many things we may have wanted in our lives and hoped for in our lives, but you know what? So long as you've been able to maintain your happiness and joy in the things that you have, in the people you surround yourself with, in the good times, the bad times, you'll get through them. You will get through them. Um, right now, our granddaughter is probably going through, I mean, our daughter-in-law, and maybe even our granddaughter too, and my son. My son really liked the daughter-in-law's grandfather a lot. And so they're going
Yes.
through a little bit of sadness right now and sorrow. But, they can look back upon his life and the good lessons and things that he left them, and they're going to do okay. They will come through this fine.
Yep. And that's just the kind of thing in a lot of traditions that sometimes you have to go to that utter bleak point of yourself in order to regrow, to feel, some sort of rejuvenizing or phoenix-like rebirth.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for your very warm thoughts. I also noticed Gina, and it's something interesting. We are both following that
Yes.
Brown University thing, especially Banshee here. Hi, Country Love.
Oh, wow. I had heard that they made some connections, possibly between that shooting and the MIT shooting. Um, And I wouldn't be surprised by that. A lot of people have been speculating that online, and I really thought, wow, there could be something to that. But apparently, they think maybe possibly a rental car seen at both locations looked like it could be the same one. So that's very interesting. Oh, what a world we live in, I tell you. I'm shattered. And, Angel Rivera, who's a librarian at an academic library, like I myself was, he's a little bit concerned too with all this stuff going on college campuses. It's nerve-wracking. And it's unfortunate for those who are trying to better themselves and for the educators who, are being targeted too. Yeah, Gina, I saw that at the very end of the newscast tonight about the New Hampshire location.
Thank you, Country Love, too.
Well, that's what we have for the collective. And with the darkest hour coming, use that time to consider what maybe you no longer need, what you could leave behind in that darkness. Okay? This is a time to let go. And then when the light of day comes, and we know that the days are going to be growing longer now, you can use that energy to manifest new directions in your life.
It's an appropriate card for the time, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, we've got a birthday reading to get to
That's
here.
right. Happy birthday.
Country Love is here.
I got them
Okay,
on the
thank
list.
you. Thank you. All right. And you got Gina there too.
Alrighty. So happy birthday, Christine, Spirit Connections. And we are doing the birthday gift spread for you, like we do for anybody whose birthday. There's a quick diagram of it, 6 cards. So we're going to get started with that. And it's going to be my lucky deck
Right. There we are.
using the Mind's Eye Tarot.
All right. That's right. We don't do a Lenormand for this, do we?
Nope.
You think I'd remember. It's my
You're
reading.
welcome. Of course.
What are you staring at? What are you staring at?
All right. Card one. The gift that you received last year that you can use to make the most of this year. It's the reversed Eight of Wands.
Well, I can just say with that card reversed that the gift you received from that is to realize that spreading yourself too thin, could cause more harm than good. It doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do your projects or goals any good. It doesn't do other people any good when you do that. So, and I think maybe you've recognized that a little bit and kind of tamed and controlled, the flow of things in your life so that you could focus on the things that are most important to you, right?
Right. I was going to say almost the same thing. Uh, but you realized, over this year, since last year, that you may have lost focus or, your attempts to really complete something, or at least in your own heart you may be blaming yourself for that, and so you realize now you have to always try to be more aware of your focus and also equal application of your energies, because you have so much going on. It's not just trying to get ahead in one area or the other. You multitask. So card two, the gift of the present moment.
Nice.
And it's
What a follow up.
it's the Two of
I'll let you
Pentacles.
go ahead.
So, in part, for sure, this card is saying the gift of the present moment is realizing that, you can have it all, but you might have to have certain portions of it. You can't have extremes. You have to kind of figure out what balance is, how you handle it all by having the balance, by practicing, moderation.
Bickering.
I know that.
I'm teasing you.
Okay.
Well, what's really interesting is getting that right after that eight for sure. It says the gift of the present moment is finding that sweet spot of balance in your life, making sure that everything is running as it should. That you're balancing your work life issues. You're making time for the things that are most important to you and the people too. You're trying to balance everything out, and the gift of the moment is, it seems to be working.
Right. So, card three is the gift from your connections with others in this next year. So that's the other people in your life, whether they're co-workers or acquaintances, or whether they're people from your worship group, or wherever they are, your teachers, your children's teachers. Here we go. And it's the King of Pentacles. And the
Great.
King of Pentacles is upright, and there's a brilliant sense there. Um, the gift of
Your connections
of
with
your
others.
connections is that you have a lot of a pool to resource with if it comes to having management or control, or having monetary backing or sense of security backing in your life when you feel you need it. That uh, being able to just have people to refer to is just very empowering.
Well, I think this means you have some powerful people in your life in that maybe they have more skills or knowledge than you. There are people that can mentor you. Maybe you have some connections, like for example, in your martial arts, Christine, with a particular trainer or teacher,
Hmm.
or in your schoolwork as well. I think this person can help you, you know, focus on and strategize and focus on your most important goals or the most important things that maybe you need to work on.
So it sounds like there might be a person in that area, but it could be more than one person in any of those areas. Is it possible that maybe they are an earth sign? There's an earth sign quality there too, in a way. So, card four is the gift that will help you work on or achieve or move ahead. And so this is just sort of the gift that is. And it's the Six of Cups. And so I'll let you go.
Well, focusing on the prize to me, Christine, whatever it is. For example, like in your martial arts, you want to attain a certain level. Focus on that victory. Focus on the steps also it's going to take you to achieve that victory. Focus on, for example, the people too that you might be able to get support from to help you achieve that milestone. So this almost does sound like something that could be school or martial arts related again. And it could lead to a victory, I think here. But because you got it in this spot, I really think it's about focusing on that prize, focusing on what the victory is that you want, and then, working on the steps to get there. And you will get, and obviously enlisting some support from others along the way.
I wanted to say something like that because I think, in a way, it re-emphasizes the nature of co-workers or people who advocate for you, whether no matter what position or role they play in your life. There may not be lots of them, but there are people there who basically that connection is empowering to you. It may really bring you a sense of feeling very connected emotionally with these kind of people. And so that's empowering to you too, to know that there are people who, even if they don't have really strong roles or impart into your life, they support you and you feel that. Card five.
The gift from my spirit guides and or ancestors. What do they want me to know or keep in mind in the next year? That they are with you.
Ten of Pentacles. It's really like just saying, hello, we're here.
Wow, this reading is just like,
It's pretty cool.
yeah. And not just because it's positive, but it just all seems to click here. And the Ten of Pentacles obviously has that lineage or that ancestral feel about it, as well as, stability in your life here. I think what it's saying is their gift to you is they've, your ancestors, maybe some that have recently even passed on, have, you know, provided you with a solid foundation for, the success you hope to achieve.
It may be that they want you to make more of a connection with them too.
I think that's it too.
And
Very
so,
good.
if you have an ancestor altar, or if you have an area where you have a picture of somebody, and if you can embellish on that, that would be a really good idea. They seem to want to attune to you, perhaps, and maybe they've always been there. But it's really everything Banshee was saying. There's really a sense of them saying they want to be able to help you be fortified and be strong. They have a sense of feeling protection for you.
Yeah, I think it's all of that really. Stay in touch, do things like candles or, invoke them.
If you do that, they love you then.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's pretty clear. And finally, the gift this year ultimately gives to you. What lessons have you learned, or what progress or growth have you achieved by year's end?
Four of Cups.
Well, okay. I'll let you go unless you want me to go. No, I'll go. I'll go because
Okay, go
I
ahead.
think that opportunities are going to be available for you this year to advance and grow. or maybe even to ease some things in your life that have been um, stressing you out in some way. But the thing is, you have to remain vigilant to recognize them when they appear. So of course, sometimes when the Four of Cups comes up, there's this idea of, they could pass you by if you're not paying attention. So, pay attention that because opportunities for advancement and growth are coming ultimately by year's end. And maybe you'll see that you've had a number of opportunities that have moved you forward.
I think this card is kind of like a call response kind of card. Like it sort of indicates that something may happen or you may feel or think something, but you are required to have a response or to be thinking about what kind of response that is. And in this case, I think it's kind of like that. It's saying sort of a sense of being prepared. It's not the same kind of preparedness the other cards are, but saying watch for something to maybe happen. And if you feel for it, the emotional quality, then you might want to really check it out.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, what a year! A year of balance. It starts off where you're in a very comfortable place and you have people who support you this year. It seems like if you need support for any goals or things that you are working on, it is available to you. Your ancestors are very receptive and they want to hear from you. And so this all looks so positive. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, there's not much I can say here. This is really all of the cards just seem to cooperate for us, so we're really happy.
Well, I like it too when,
Okay.
one kind of
So
leads into the other,
good luck
whether
to
they're
you.
good or bad. Just this idea that there really seemed to be a flow and rhythm to this reading. So,
That's true. Everything seems
yeah.
to carry, and most of the cards are really compatible with each other. And maybe, that's why I think both of us might have felt something resonated towards another card. So,
Wow. So happy birthday, Christine.
yeah,
Again, I think I wished it to you before, but happy
happy
birthday.
birthday.
And, I hope you have a wonderful year ahead. Good luck with that.
Good luck
And
with that.
remember, the date of this reading, you can come back and check it again at any time
Yeah,
on our
please
site.
check on it. All right. And yes, Kitty is here, Country Love. Just sort of chill.
We are on Jamie's Cowboys, and I have a question.
All right. Hi, James.
It's a general.
General reading.
I guess that'll be my deck. So I'll get it. And
Yes, good luck with that.
CJ,
Congratulations. Hi, CJ.
get you on the list.
All right.
All right. What deck? Let's use the Nightmare Before Christmas because Christmas is almost here, and and so I'll put this away when Christmas appears because it's the Nightmare Before Christmas. Get it? Anyway, being silly.
So I'm going to remind everybody while you're all here that we will have happy hour on Saturday at its regular normal time of 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's happy hour. The one card draw for everyone who attends, who signs into the chat room, a tarot or oracle designed to uplift your spirit and enlighten you.
Oh, is it acting strange for you again, Ari? Well, we'll get you on the list. You're not too late. We did a birthday reading, so we're just getting cooking with the list after Christine's reading, Spirit Connection.
It's almost like he seems to know when we're talking about him, or then there's that whole thing about him and Kara being twin flames or soulmates or something.
You're welcome, Christine.
You're welcome, Christine.
It's not let. Wow, you're here now commenting. only subscribers can comment. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I don't know what's going on with some of the social media. That's all I can say.
Once in a while, I wonder if any of these guys, including YouTube, is just tweaking something or doing something on purpose.
Oh,
Uh,
I also wanted to make a couple of other quick special announcements. One is that Sunday's show will be as scheduled, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But there's a Lions game again after the show. And this one, I think, starts at 4 p.m. So, if that's the case, I'm going to make sure there's no overtime on Sunday. So, get there early.
uh-oh.
All right. And on Thursday, Christmas Day, no live show. Sorry. But we're taking Christmas Day off this year.
That's right.
All right. So, I've got the cards cut. Let's see what we have for Jamie as a general. Oh. Yeah, you have the Four of Candles reversed. No big deal there. But you also have the Queen of Candles reversed. And the Page of Potions reversed. They're all reversed. What the? That one wasn't. Oh, well.
The page wasn't?
No, I'm looking at the next card in the...
Okay, sorry.
Because I was kind of frustrated there.
All right, and so we have the greeting card in Lenormand. That's the letter. And then we have the snowman, and that's a man, but it could be a woman. It could be you. It could be somebody else.
Well, it's interesting. I don't know what's going on with any of your, excuse me, legal stuff, Jamie. But the Four of Candles reversed indicates that you've got to pay attention to, or something's going to come up, whether it's with that or whether it's with something else. And something needs to be fixed or tweaked before it can move forward more constructively. I think here it's some details, little minuscule things that have to be addressed, or I'm hoping they're minor anyway. They have to be addressed before things can move forward.
That's the Four of Wands.
Yes.
All right. So it is reversed, and so it does seem like maybe there could be, as the general reading goes, some minor detail. I'm thinking it may be more of a minor detail,
Hoping.
but it's important enough that it probably draws your attention. So I like what you said. It could be a home repair, or it could be something about the house. Maybe there's a particular filing that has to happen,
Or the legal stuff.
something like that.
The Queen of Wands reversed kind of says to me, I don't know if maybe you've been avoiding something or the situation, or if this has to do with something else in your life. I mean, it may not be tied to that first card because this is a general reading, but it's almost as if you're trying to kind of either not be seen or not having to do something right now you're not feeling very confident about.
Right. You're not trying to use your natural charisma or curiosity or bravery to move yourself ahead. You may be letting yourself sort of stay behind a little bit. So it sounds almost like maybe there's a situation you may be trying to avoid or wait for it to blow over.
I'm wondering if this card isn't more aligned with that one.
The reverse page of potions.
Yeah, the Page of Potions. I'm wondering if there's some sort of emotional issue here, in maybe a relationship or a friendship or something, and you're trying to avoid something. There's some anxieties here, and maybe some nervousness or just an inability right now to want to move something forward.
Right, that page of potions, that's like the page of cups. And so when they're reversed, they're maybe feeling a little bit withdrawn. So in a way, it does maybe pertain to that queen too. So maybe this is saying like emotionally speaking, something makes you feel like you don't want to engage. You're sort of pulling back a little bit. And it could be related to a personal friendship or something like that. So let's look at the Lenormand.
Yes, and you know what? I'm really feeling that the Lenormand is tied into the first card
Ah, okay.
because this spoke to me. Well, that's the way I'm feeling. This spoke to me about, finding out there's something you need to address, and it may be just minor details, but something is coming. And I feel it's in the form of some paperwork of some sort. Maybe, if that's not your lawyer, for example, in some of these
Trying to deliver
things that are
something.
pending, it could be somebody else, that is wanting some more details about something or wanting some forms filled out or wanting you to sign your name to something. So make sure you read this well. Read all the details well because, it's important that whatever this is, that you get this right.
Right. Watch out for a shyster.
So that's what I've got. That's what we've got for you. Good luck with that.
Ah, you signed a new lawyer. Okay, well,
Oh,
make sure you stay with that.
that's interesting. Well, maybe that has something to do with what this. Yes.
Maybe it does. Very cool. All righty. Well, thanks, James.
All right, we're on Libra, and
You're
Libra,
welcome.
what's coming towards me?
All right, let's see. I'll use the Tarot of Secrets or Secrets Tarot. Where's your cards, man?
All right, I'll get them in a minute. I'm sorry. I'm going to get the question out there. Okay, thank you.
Well, my work week is over and I'm so happy. I slogged through 4 days.
Oh, heck. He had got all kinds of presents
I
today.
got some presents.
Presents because it was their Secret Santa
We had
day.
our Secret Santa, but guess what? Oh wait, that's right. Barb there at work was my Secret Santa,
Yeah, another Barb. Go figure.
who's also a librarian, who also is ethnic, Hungarian, Polish, second American, whatever. And we just found another synchronicity between you and her, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh,
We keep finding them. So I decided that I'm actually married to her, but she's her now. Like she went back in the past and because they're the same person. They both wear glasses too. Okay, she's just a good friend. She's an Aries. That's the other
that's
synchronicity.
it. She's an Aries. Oh
Aries,
my gosh.
glasses, librarian, Polish or Hungarian. But she's not interested in dating, and I'm not interested in asking, just in case she's wondering.
Well, what's really funny
We
is
like each other a lot.
I don't think she's an Aries, and I'm not going to ask her. There's this little older lady than myself who's kind of buddied with me at my chair exercises, and her name happens to be Barbara, and she's old school Polish. She spoke to me some Christmas blessing in Polish. I couldn't quite hear it all to respond back, but my Polish has gotten a little rusty over the years. But it's ironic because we're both Polish, and so there's other things that I'm connecting with people. It's crazy lately. Lots of little synchronicities.
Okay, thanks, Jamies.
Oh, did you ask a different question? Whoops.
We're sorry.
If so, I'm very sorry. Or were you just giving info about your lawyer? Maybe that's what it was. All right, Mr. O, your deck.
Yes, and I'm ready. I've shuffled them and I'm ready.
I'm ready too,
Libra says, what's coming towards me? So it's your reading.
I guess.
And the first card is Temperance, upright.
Wow, peace. How about a little peace in your life? If you need it, if you desire it, Libra, it is coming.
There's something calm.
There's calmness. All is calm, all is bright, silent night.
Yeah,
You know, It's great to have that kind of card as we're entering the holiday, week in earnest now.
There's a sense of serenity. There's also maybe a sense of feeling like, wisdom was accepted one way or the other, and that, it wasn't a great wisdom necessarily. It was just like a knowledge you needed to have to feel at peace with yourself.
And of course, if you're celebrating Yule too, I think this also applies. That's a peaceful, the dark time, the darkest night of the year, you can really kind of enter that silence and enter that void and just feel at peace.
All right, so why is this important? Strength.
Well, I think it's really important so that you can feel, that you feel in your power again. You feel in your power. You feel like everything is flowing the way it should. You don't have to push any envelopes. You don't have to push people. Things just seem to be flowing very smoothly this week for you. Hi, Rowan. We'll get you on the list. Um, and it just seems as though you're going to be really comfortable in I guess I'm going to say you're just going to feel comfortable in your own skin. This is just a really vital good time for you. So if you have been feeling also a little bit under the weather, perhaps strength is returning.
Well, it looks like the balance and peaceful serenity and moderate feelings that come with the first one too that are coming towards you move into a higher gear with strength, because then it says all your future actions of trying to apply yourself towards receiving or advancing your own goals are sacred and are valued to win just by the power of your emotional heart and desire wanting it, that you don't really have to force issues at all. So, where will this ultimately lead? And it is the Four of Pentacles. And he looks a little stodgy there, like sitting there in his smoking jacket, and the Four of Pentacles on the wall. But I think it's just saying having control over yourself in a very physical sense of really being able to say, these are the sectors of my life. This is the emotional side. This is the side that is caring for this situation. This is the side that defends from this situation. It's also just structuring another sense of balance in a way too.
So that's the Four of Pentacles.
Yeah, it is. I'm kind of stretching the limit there a little bit.
Well, I think where it leads to is this ability to maybe let go of some things this week ahead, in particular. Let go of any kind of frustrations or negative feelings you may have. Let go of things that you are carrying that you no longer need, because it will bring you that peace. I feel like maybe this is basically saying the where things are headed is this peaceful week ahead is because you've let go of some things that you needed to maintain some peace and harmony and balance in your life, and so that you didn't have to get over anxious or over angry or over stressed or over pushy about anything. Just let it go, and enjoy, a nice, calm, tranquil, maybe couple weeks before the end of the year.
There you go.
Well, let's see if you can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why did I do that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because you always want me to put these out at the end.
I'm kind of in a brain fog moment. I'm sorry.
So, all right.
I'll blame it on that. Poinsettias and the greeting card.
I feel like this is saying that some good tidings might come to you. The poinsettias can be, which is the lilies, basically. The lilies can be about good things. It's possible here you might get some letters or a greeting card or a message from somebody from your past. And this could be somebody maybe more from your distant past, whether this is a relative you've been out of touch with or some really old friends.
Well, it may be like a conclusion of something that really has been churning around in the background, like maybe a person who has been out of touch for a while, but people have sort of been aware of this, but it just sort of seems like an epiphany moment. And if it's not about a person, maybe it's about a situation that just seemed to be a long time coming, and it finally may come to pass.
That's what we have for you, Libra. Good luck with that. Oh, Sonny, your hair is getting all over my keyboard. All right, sunshine is up,
All right.
and sunshine wants what's coming towards me as well. So I'll get a deck, I'll grab a deck. All right.
And we'll mention that, of course, this Sunday we will be here. Sunday, it's the 21st
Yeah, I
or the
mentioned it.
22nd. Yeah, you did mention it. Okay. Well, we are here
They're
7.
here. And don't forget, Lions game after.
Well, I was just doing it in terms of not that, like you're doing that, but just the fact that you should be here for that.
You should
So,
be
yeah.
here.
And we won't go into overtime. So maybe you shouldn't be here. I don't know. It's sort of
I can always leave Mr. O here to read and let him do the overtime while I go watch my game.
uh, who knows?
And goodness forbid they don't win this game, but on the chance that they don't win this game, even though they may not be able to make the playoffs this year, I plan on watching the rest of the season. As many games as I can, anyway. Won't be many after that, after Christmas. All right, what's coming towards sunshine? Hmm. Well, it's a Six of Pentacles reversed, the Six of Gifts in this deck. What's coming towards you is maybe a sense of, well, it could be a couple of things. It could be a sense of just your budget not balancing out right now. Maybe more is going out than is coming in. A lot of people have that problem, not just because of gift buying, but because, prices are so high right now. The cost of living is really getting out of control here. So it could be something like that, or it could be just a sense that you're not being treated fairly by somebody, and, you want parity.
Hi, Diamond. We'll get you on our list. Um, that card has a real material kind of connotation when it comes to sharing stuff. And so it may be talking about value for value, or about a situation where somebody is maybe hardline about expecting value. And I don't think it's you, but I think it could be happening to you, that you're just finding hard to be able to please somebody, or somebody feels really constrained by the limits of what they really feel comfortable sharing. I mean, you may be talking about somebody that really is selfish for being selfish sake. I don't know. It's kind of a weird vibe I'm getting there. Who?
Whoopsie. Okay, so why is this important? Sorry about that. The Seven of Gifts reversed, which is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Um,
Wow.
what's interesting because okay, we talked about either not being treated fairly, or your budget is not working out. Um, this indicates that maybe you need to abandon something, let it go. Either something that is draining your resources dry too much, and you're not getting anything, worthwhile out of it. Maybe there's places you just need to cut corners, or If this is about the parity thing, that people are not treating you fairly, well, maybe it's time then to clean house a little bit and remove some of these people who just are not treating you right, out of your life. Now, that being said, I understand if this is coming from, for example, a place of employment, it's easier said than done. You have to have some place to go. But you should start making a plan for, well, if people are taking advantage of me, then maybe it's time for me to find new people or find a new place to be.
That is so right on there, especially when you consider the previous card. I think this is really a lot to do with relationships with a certain type of person in your life that maybe, has been kind of a fair weather friend or not really a true friend, but sort of trying to act like that. And this could be saying that it's important for you to realize that nothing's ever going to come of that. That road leads to nowhere, as someone once said. And so I don't know if that's that kind of personality for sure, but I think it's more about, you just really realizing too that in terms of friendships or things, especially now at this time of year, maybe there's a lot to be said for people who really, you can trust them more than other people that are just flakes.
Where are things headed?
Hi, Fire Spawn.
Oh, we got two sevens here. High
Yeah,
fire spawn, we'll get you. Wow, we are filling up. Seven of good cheer reversed to seven of cups reversed.
so
Okay,
another
I
seven.
like this
Yeah.
where things are headed. Things are headed in the direction of you making better choices, making a wise choice, making a smart move for yourself.
Yeah.
When all is said and done here, as you evaluate the situation you're in, whether there's some changes and modifications you have to make to your life or lifestyle to manage your budget better, or whether it's dealing with people who are just not treating you right, you're going to start making better choices.
I like that a lot. That's the literal meaning of that card. And a lot of it does have to do with things that you really have strong feelings about. But sometimes you have to realize that, like I was saying before, your trust may be misplaced or something like that. And you come to realize that. Now, the Lenormand looks interesting because the first one is the stork,
Huh.
and the second one is the fireplace. The
Wow.
fireplace is the sun.
So success will come to you by taking a new approach or a new direction here, a new beginning. So, whether it's creating a new plan for your financial well being, or whether this is creating new relationships and new foundations in your life that are more stable, that are more reliable and trustworthy, and, really treat you fairly and equally. That's really all you want. You don't want special treatment. You just want to be treated fairly. And so you'll be successful in creating some new either connections or some new ways of approaching any kind of difficult financial situation you might be facing.
Yeah, it really seems like, you're just so much better off just really moving ahead somehow and moving beyond them and starting something new. If this was like a collaborative or group kind of situation, just sort of bow out somehow and move on. It seems to me like the indications with the fireplace says you would be more successful in whatever you're trying to do. So good luck with that.
Well, I do like that. So good luck with that. All right. So, Gina,
Hi, Gina.
my question relates to the new year of the fire horse. Oh,
Whoa.
will it be a good ride for me? It's too bad I don't have my unbridled deck here right now, but yeah, you got something? What do you got for Gina? It's not a horse deck, I'm sure.
Well, maybe.
What?
It's that Scorpio C one.
Oh,
It has
there
a
are
lot of
animals in
horses.
that deck. It's
All
just an
kinds of
animal
animals, but some
tarot.
horses, yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
You're
Okay.
welcome, sunshine. I hope that was helpful.
You're welcome, sunshine.
I was in a
Okay.
couple of discords, but I really had a problem navigating around, so I just decided I didn't want to do it.
So will the year of the fire horse be a good ride? Let's check it out. And of course, Chinese New Year starts in February, I think, or at the end of January. I'm not sure when it is this year.
This tarot is by Maggie Stivater, I think that's how I say it, who writes some children's books too, I found out. Kind of interesting. Children and
Or
YA,
something.
maybe.
I know who you're talking about. She's the one who did that Raven's Prophecy
I
tarot.
think so, yeah. And it's called the Scorpio Sea Tarot, and I really like it. It's kind of nice. All right, so here we go. Uh, Eight of Wands, and it's got a horse racing along a beach or something, maybe. Temperance. These are both upright. Who's scanning this boat?
What was the first one?
The Eight of Wands.
Upright, and then Temperance upright. Okay.
And then the Lovers.
Whoa. Wow, Gina, it does look like a decent year here so far.
Mm.
Let's see. What's the middle one again? Oh, Temperance. Yes, yes,
Hi,
yes.
Estelle. Or am I right? Is that Estelle
I
Lovely?
believe that is. Hi, lovely. Could you add them? I'm
Sure.
doing my Lenormand right now.
All right. Do you want me to start or add them?
Add them.
Okay. Someone will be with you in a moment.
All right. I want to get the Lenormand before we started reading, Gina. Oh, I have thoughts here. Yeah, I'm changed the number because there. Okay, we have the kitten, which is like the dog in the Lenormand, and the snowman. Well, yeah, that first card does have a horse on it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Hello, baby.
And that's Temperance. So I think it's going to be a smooth ride, Gina.
Yeah.
Not
I know.
necessarily a slow ride, but a smooth ride. And whatever the case it is, if you have to speed up, if you have to slow down, everything seems to be pretty harmonic and balanced for you this year. I think you will find a lot of peace of mind this year, which, wow, with everything going on in the world, good luck with that. I hope it's true. But, the thing is, you are going to be in a really solid place.
Well, if I go through the whole thing, because that's how I see it, it just seems to me like
Did I go with Temperance first? I
I
did.
don't know what you did, but here's what I'm doing.
What's the first card?
The first card's the Eight of Wands,
That's it.
and the idea of really, this is a year for you to really find true focus and true way of energy to push you towards what you want to focus on, what your goals should be, and yet at the same time, still maintaining a real good balance and sense of moderation over everything else in your life that you have to do. And so it's like having a true, really big focus, but taking care of everything. And that results maybe in the best choice of all for you. The Lovers could represent, really a choice that comes to you that fulfills everything or fulfills all of this, and that there's no other choice.
Well,
I'm
now
going to come back on some of this.
well, if I let you, because now I have to go through the whole thing. And I've got a couple different scenario possibilities here. But I really feel here with that Eight of Wands, horsepower. You're going to have a lot of horsepower and energy this year to really accomplish your goals. You're going to be focused and directing your energy on what's most important to you and getting it done. And you're going to feel at peace, because you have everything under control here. This is not energy that is diffuse or scattered. This is energy totally managed by you and putting you in a nice, tranquil, relaxed state. In other words, you probably focus this energy and pace it. I kind of feel that here. And the lovers, I will agree with Mr. O on this, when in this first scenario, could be that, it's because also you're making wise choices. This energy is not being wasted, it's being channeled into some wise moves, choices, and decisions by you. And then, secondly, what I'm seeing here is the potential that there could be invitations for you this year. And I get the feeling it's from somebody who you feel really compatible with. And it could be a love relationship, or it could just be a new or a growing friendship with someone.
Well, that would even be indicated by the Lenormand then, because we have the snowman, which is you or somebody else in
I think it's somebody else, and
and
it's a
the
friend.
kitten, who is the dog, who represents a loyal friend, a good friend.
Could it be a friendship that turns into more? And when I say that, it still could just be that the friendship deepens, or it could be a friendship that turns into, a more serious relationship. And, when I think about a relationship in relation to these cards, you have temperance here and you have the lovers.
That's
And
so
to
nice.
me, that's a perfect blending of the energies of two people, right? Or your balance within yourself. So, either way,
Your year is going to be awesome.
it looks like a great year. Yeah. So good luck with that.
Good
Wow.
luck, Gina.
You scored, Gina.
All right. Yeah, I like this deck a lot too.
And Gina, I think your gift is going to come after Christmas. I have something very, I mean, don't think I went overboard because really I didn't, but it has special meaning. And so I just want to let you know that. And plus, I made sure to get most of my gifts, most of them, from local vendors or businesses this year. So just wanted to let you know that. All right, Kara is up.
With a general reading.
Okay. All right. My deck. Let's see. Well, Kara, I cannot resist using the pasta tarot. Okay. Oh, my restaurant still has pumpkin pie. The waitress was really good to me today, too. She went a little overboard this time, though. I did not need that massive mountain of whipped cream, but I was stunned when I saw it.
I couldn't believe how it was like and of course we tipped her record.
Thank you, Gina. Yeah, we both got dental issues just about at the same time, so.
I thought mine was more similar to yours than not, really.
Well, my tooth was acting a little bit funny since my last cleaning,
Mhm.
and that was in October. But it didn't hurt me or anything. I just felt something was wrong, which sent me back to the dentist in late November, and that's when they filled this gargantuan cavity, but it didn't hold. They did that at the beginning of December, and it didn't work. The tooth is just
I know, that's funny, yes. We've been going to our dentist for a long time, so we sort of have a really good situation with them
a
too.
Polish food tarot. Yes, Kara, that would be wonderful. I don't know if I could dream that one up because I've never been much
I
of
know
a
what the
Polish
devil
food
is.
eater.
Well, wait a minute, no. I was gonna say beet soup, but that's not
Well,
borscht.
they eat it.
Right, exactly. No, not quite.
Is that borscht? Is that what it's
Well, I
called?
think it's
Borscht?
called borscht.
Borscht. They used to call it that. They used to make it all the time, my family.
Yeah,
So
my grandmother used to make it, but she wasn't really
well,
Polish.
it's Euro, right?
It's Euro.
Eastern Euro, I should say.
Pierogi,
Pierogies, Gwumki. What else
Guamki,
do I know? Not much else.
Guamki,
Kruszczyki, my
Krzyki.
favorite. Angel wings. Oh, right. Uh-oh, I need my cheat sheet. Hang tight, everybody. And if it's not here, I'm going to cry.
I'm half Lithuanian, and the American Lithuanians are very similar to American Polish because they eat very similar.
It is the Ten of Lunga. And Lunga is long pasta. So it's the Ten of Swords. Is it reversed? Please tell me it's
It is
reversed.
reversed.
It is reversed.
Oh, wow, you're kidding, Gina. Holy cow. They're moving quick, aren't they?
Wow.
We're going to stop the show because we want to catch up on the news.
No, you keep us posted, Gina. No, I'm
Sunshine.
really I've been just really feeling so sad about that story. And I hope they find this person. They need to find people that do these dastardly acts, really. The Queen of Ripena is reversed as well, Kara. That's the Queen of Cups. Oh man, what's going on here? And you also have the King of Ripena, the King of Cups reversed. So something's making you not happy, Kara. Um, it could be two people. You know, this is the holidays. What do you got there?
The
Just pony?
fireplace and the sleigh whip.
The slun and the whip. Okay.
Well, it's a whip, really, but they call it the sleigh whip.
Well, the Ten of Swords reverse indicates to me that you may experience or have experienced a betrayal, but man, Sonny, but you will get back on your feet again. You certainly will.
They know. They know.
You're bound to get up despite this, and or maybe even because of it. You're just going to stand tall and not let whoever is coming after you to affect you. And I almost wonder if, maybe this maybe involves it could involve you getting in the middle of somebody else's argument here. I'm wondering if there's something going on between two people and you get involved in this. And I think you'll come out of it okay, but it's going to put a damper on, it's about, are you getting together with family this holiday? Is there going to be a big gathering by chance?
Bring your sword.
Because I almost feel like it could kind of be about that.
So you think that maybe these other cards represent that?
Yeah.
One is the Queen of Cups.
They're both cups, queen and king.
Oh.
Yeah.
So even if they weren't people, they do kind of represent an adversity of a sort because they're both reversed.
Anger
and they have emotional stuff.
Emotional disruption. And I feel here that, maybe there's just some people that say the wrong things during the holidays that get under your skin. I mean, I can't rule out social media, which is just like, oh my gosh, so many bad actors out there. But I almost get the feeling it's more personal, like it could be family, it could be friends, and you could get embroiled. It could possibly be just the emotions here I'm experiencing from you feeling betrayed by somebody and trying to get over it. It may be hard for you to contain yourself, but you really need to. And if you can move through this more quickly than not, you will be more successful and enjoying yourself this holiday season. But you should, really try to move past this and not allow it to hold you down or bring you down. I guess I should say it that way. It just seems like it's a very mood dampening kind of thing. Doesn't it seem that way?
Right. I mean, I can agree with everything you're saying here, and it feels to me like you really are risking some of the future. So the sooner, the quicker you just kind of figure out how to brush it off and move ahead of that. A lot of this is people looking for a reaction, especially when we're talking about these negative cup kind of personalities. They could be people that you know that are just looking for an excuse to play their drama.
That's what we have for you. It's kind of an interesting read,
Yeah.
especially with the two court cards with that. So, when I see something like the Ten of Swords, I'm figuring those may be people involved in this. So, one way or another, it's kind of a downer too if you get embroiled in a situation and you're being kind of they're trying to force you to take sides. I almost get that out of this too. And you don't want this to put a damper on yourself. So just say, I want no part of that. Okay? And stay out of it. Good luck with that.
Pass the cranberry relish and let's change the topic.
Oh, Mr. Rebel. All right, we're on Country Love.
My country love.
And Country Love's question is, what should I know in order to fully maximize my potential in the coming year? A good question.
You're
Put
welcome,
it up
Tara.
there. Very welcome, Kara. Okay, so it's your
It
deck.
almost sounds like you're reading. Well, maybe not.
No, not
Okay,
necessarily. Well, what should I know?
not necessarily. We're good.
Okay,
Okay, so I'm going to use the Mind's Eye Tarot once again.
I mean, you're possibly right, but I'm in a way not sure I want to limit it
Yeah,
the way it does. That reading does kind of be very specific, but
right.
depending on how the cards fall,
That's a
I may
good point.
look at it that way. We'll see.
How sunny over there.
Oh, Punchki, of course, and I know them.
Punchki.
Those those 1,200 or 1,500 calorie donuts.
They're amazing. Amazingly fattening. All right, so the first card is the Knight of Pentacles.
Upright, okay.
Upright, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
The next card is the reversed Queen of Swords. And then the final card is the reverse Seven of Cups.
I only like the cream filled ones, or the chocolate cream filled, Bavarian cream filled, those kind. I'm not much into the fruit fillings for the punchkis, so I probably really get the high calorie, which is why I do not eat them often. Like only on punchki day. All right. Well, okay, country, what do you need to maximize this? Let me just take a look at this array a minute, Mr. O. I want to see something here. You know what? It almost works for my other reading. I'm going to
Okay,
kind of read it in a progression like
sure.
that, I think. But okay, so let me but I will get the Lenormand out first. I think we
I
need
thought you
that.
might agree because I can kind of see that a little bit.
I do too. I
Maybe
really
I
think
just held
that
it in my
first
mind as I
card
shuffled.
is what you should know in order to maximize your potential in the coming year. So let's pay attention to that Knight of Pentacles here, because I think that's really what you need to know. Number one, that it's not a race, that haste sometimes makes waste, and that, you should pace yourself in the coming year so that you can achieve the goals you want to without stressing yourself out or making some bad mistakes along the way. And that's where the next card comes in, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Do you want to take the first card first?
So it's funny you mention that because when I did turn that over after a moment, I thought of pacing and cycles, understanding the knowledge of cycles, depending on the kind of business you're trying to best exploit yourself in, you need to be aware of its own workings too. So some of this is about knowing how to discern all that. The Knight of Pentacles really is very astute qualities about financial things. And while this may not apply to every single kind of situation you want, it applies to like that backbone, that idea of an underpinning. So knowing what a kind of business or a kind of vocation that you might be interested in doing when their peak, seasons are, as well as when the time to press the advantage.
And yeah, I mean, this knight knows that in time they'll get to where they need to be. And they're willing to take their time to get there because number one, practice makes perfect. The journey is, of course, as equally as important as the destination. So why is this really important though? Because maybe in the past you haven't been maybe you've been moving so fast that you haven't been thinking clearly about what you need to do to achieve your goals, or you we're moving too fast and maybe making some blunders or errors along the way. The Queen of Swords reversed is somebody who just kind of throws it out there, and then where has doesn't deal with it well once that happens. I
I,
think is a
I,
good way to put it.
I look at the Queen of Swords a little differently because
I know
sometimes I
you
feel
do. I know you
that
do.
this is not necessarily just past. This could be the future too. The idea of being comfortable with decisions you will have to make that maybe
Okay.
others won't like, and that you might get a little bit of shit for them. You might not really, because really, this is talking about an attitude about yourself, country love, that says you might care about that input you're going to receive, but at the end of the day, you're responsible for yourself and you have no problem. You have to cultivate that attitude that you have no problem making these decisions and taking the consequences if you have to.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Only because when I look at the Queen of Swords reversed, she's not making the best of decisions necessarily for herself. And so this is And so this is why this card is here to say, slow it down and think things through as you go. Some people can think on their feet. Some people may need to take a little bit longer at it. And it kind of fits with this last card where things are headed, because the Seven of Cups is about making moves, choices, and decisions. And I think ultimately, if you follow this knight's advice, you will make good choices. But if you continue doing things like the Queen of Swords reversed, you won't make the best of choices for yourself. You'll find those moves, choices, and decisions are setting you back rather than moving you forward.
The final card?
Yes.
Well, where it leads, right, is more or less your empowerment of realizing you it's up to you to make your choice, and that you will be able to discern your best choice. um I don't agree with her totally about the Queen of Swords, but I could see it in context that there is a little bit of that, but it really will lead you to where you can look at all of this and really decide what's best for yourself.
The Lenormand's a little bit tricky for me. It's the mountains and the snowman. Well, and I could look at this as don't allow outside influences
Thank
to
you.
make things harder for you. Okay? Listen to your own soul, listen to your own heart and your own advice, and really don't allow outside influences to make things more difficult for you. I could look at it that way. Or I could look at this and say, you can make things easier on yourself by just playing the long game, or you can make this harder on yourself by making the wrong moves and choices. Because that's the mountains and the snowman. And the snowman sometimes we look at as other people, but it can also be, you, the person we're reading for.
Either way, it looks like some of this presents some obstacles or challenges for you, and it mostly looks, like you just have to keep getting yourself up every day and starting back up the mountain. But the indication is that it happens. It will get you there. You will be able to make the decisions and rationalize them for yourself. You will be able to feel you've made the best choices. You made the ones that really make the most sense.
And so
What happened?
that's what we have. Oh, whoopsie.
I didn't know I did that.
I had my note. I didn't notice
You
that
didn't do it.
because I had my notes up.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm
We
not
are
sure.
bickering. Yeah, you did that because I went against your Queen of Swords, didn't you?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, so that's what we have for you, country. Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
And CJ is up, and CJ just says whatever comes out.
All right.
I like that.
That's going to be your deck.
Yep. And I've got my Winter Tarot.
And I need those Lenormand.
Yes. I had to move it because
I do. Well, I'm going to take this opportunity. I need some.
Well, Kara, my father's last name is actually also a uh, first name in Poland. It basically translates to William or Bill, from what my mother told me anyway. And besides, I found a book in my old Catholic school library in elementary school when I was growing up that was called my last name. And I was like, what's this? And so when I pulled it out, it was about a Polish boy. That was his first name. So big money. Yes, I'm hoping for that too. Hey, I won $100 this week. I feel kind of happy. I think I'm going to donate some to our favorite animal place, the place we got our babies from 12 years ago. They were at a Forever Friends event. One of the people there with giving pets new homes and strays new homes, and we got our three there 12 years ago. Lottery. It was a four-digit number that came out in a box. It didn't come out straight, and I don't play a lot of money on it, so I just won 100, but that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I needed that little break. Sorry about that.
All right. Well, CJ, it's not big money, but like Gina, But she had it at the end. You have it at the beginning. The Lovers card, the Winter
The
Lovers
winter
card,
lovers.
upright.
Upright.
But right after that comes the Three of Winter Cups reversed.
Sounds like a Tom Jones song.
Oh, wow, this is going to make me nuts. Now it's another three. It's the Three of Winter Pentacles upright.
Jeez. You win some, you lose some.
Well, yeah, in a way. What do you got?
Keeps showing up.
Sun?
The sun, the fireplace.
That's cool
It's hot.
because the light will be returning
Now
soon.
that's cool. The polar bear.
Yay. I think you have nothing to worry about ultimately here, I'm hoping, but the Lovers is here and it's saying to you to make wise choices. I almost feel like I'm going to read this as these three as kind of a set because you need to make wise choices with who you work or associate with, or maybe with what you say. I mean, sometimes we can't choose who we work with, right? We have coworkers, and that's that. But maybe it's who you trust, and who you rely on. Because with the lovers upright here, it's saying make wise choices, be a good person, and let go of the people who just are not very supportive of you. Uh, and especially, and I mean, and in particular, I'm assuming that you're doing your part, but they aren't doing theirs. It just seems like if these are friends, they're never around when you need them. If they're coworkers, they kind of shirking their jobs, making your work harder for you, or something like that. Find the people that you really connect with and can work cohesively with. And when I say work and play cohesively with, I guess I'll say it that way. You can work and play happily with, and that you all are on the same page, you all get along, there's no kind of power struggles going on here or cliquish kind of behavior, which can happen a lot in both office as well as personal life.
It's interesting what both of you guys are saying about this to some degree. It feels like this is about the dichotomy between your personal life with the various relationships you have, and then maybe with your more professional life or with things you do to earn your living
Well,
or
that could be too.
and so that's why the three of cups and the three of the other are opposed to each other. Um, and it still is about those choices, making those wise choices. And that when you feel maybe there's more of a connection where you feel your heart should be, let's say, for example, it is family, it's not totally the way it should be. Or is it and people feel that way sometimes. People feel sometimes the friends they make at work are really the ones that are the more important to them than their family. I've
Well,
felt
and
that.
this goes for your love relationships as well. You want a meeting of the minds here between you and your lover, and also, a meeting place where you both, can find joy with each other and happiness, have good times together. There's no struggles. And and if there is people who just seem suspect, you're even worried about their faithfulness, for example, show them the door, okay? Show them the door. You want people here that you can truly, click with that because relationships are about pleasure, but they're and fun, but they're also about work, I mean, you got to work to make a relationship come together, and both of you have to be on the same page, and so that's what you need to strive for here. You don't have to agree on everything, and certainly you can have different uh what do I want to say? Different kinds of goals and aspirations in life, but something's got to bring you together. Okay, you don't work against each other; you support each other. And with the bear and the sun, I feel like here what's coming toward something is coming towards you, a time where you're really feeling in your power. You're feeling in your power. And the more you feel that personal power, the more successful you will be.
I love that. I mean, that's probably not what I would have thought about.
Well,
Um,
but what you think about is pretty darn good too, Mr. O. You know?
Sometimes I wonder if there's a situation that maybe is closer to you in terms of a person who people who want to be happy and celebrate a particular joy, and you just can't quite get there, or they don't want you there, and that's why maybe sometimes you feel more comfortable elsewhere. And so realizing that, your own personal power is what is most important for all of this, is what will bring you the most balance and success in your life.
Yeah. So, good luck with that.
Yeah, I like that bit too. All right.
And
Thank you,
we are on
CJ.
Airy, and I can't remember if I saw a question or not, but I did not get it down. So we'll have to go back for that one.
General guidance. Sounds good. It's Ari first, though. I remember Ari wrote something. Let me look for it. Did you find that?
Nope. I think I just passed where she came in, but I could have missed it.
Right. You're right. Are we going to leave this one? Oh, dear. Oh, wait. Nope. Should we move on and wait for Ari to come back or what? Well, actually, it's after 8:30.
Hey, Ari,
Okay.
we don't see your question. Are you here?
With that list, we should probably close it too.
Relax.
Okay.
I was
I'm
thinking about
closed.
that already, but I'm not
Thanks,
ready to
boss.
pass Ari by yet.
Thanks, boss.
So everybody on the list will get a reading that we haven't read for yet. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna pin that. I just want to check one more time because maybe it was something small and I missed it.
I don't think
I
so.
know that Ari often gives us a lot of detail on her questions, so
Whoops.
but she could ask for general. I see her talking to Diamond and saying hey to people. All right, I think I'm pretty comfortable that I can't find it. All right, well, I guess we have to move on from Ari.
And when asked, general guidance.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any questions after CJ.
Maybe she
I
flew.
put Ari at the end of the list if she
Yeah,
comes
I
back and
we could
leaves a question.
consider letting her back.
Since
Oh,
she's having problems with YouTube lately, I'll be a little generous. All right. So general guidance?
mhm.
Okay.
I'm using my uncommon tarot.
It's very uncommon.
I like it. It's one of those ones you gave me
I did.
because it was too challenging.
Well, I didn't resonate with it, okay? It's really more that. I mean, I have to resonate with the artwork or it's hard for me to use it.
All right, so let's lay them out. The first card is the upright Knight of Cups.
The Knight of Cups upright, okay. Airy, airy, airy. I called you several times. We were waiting. I put you at the end of the list, so if you leave your question, we'll do it. But we have the list closed now, so no more after you. So you will be at the end of the list.
Okay, the next card is the Lovers upright. And finally, the world upright.
Wow, everything upright.
I know.
So that was the Knight of Cups, did you say? I
The
think
Knight of
that's
Cups, the lovers, and the world.
the Lovers is coming up a lot, which is really interesting. Let me get the Lenormand on this. So what was the question again?
General
General
guidance.
guidance. That's right. Got it. This
Oh, no.
cat. I swear, I think sometimes Sunny is ADD. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. What is up with that?
Just lay down.
Lay down, you. Okay. Acorns has popped up, and the kittens are back. Well, the Knight of Cups can be about a few things. One is that this could be a period you're entering a time of great joy or happiness, good times coming. I feel that. So maybe there's some social activities or some other things that you're going to get involved with that's going to make you feel really good about yourself or about life in general. It just looks really, really positive to me. And I can't rule out, since lovers is also here in the next card, right? That it can be, that it may be something about a relationship of some sort. That if you're in one right now, it deepens, or you're getting a lot of joy, being with your partner right now, or somebody new could be coming.
We'll do your reading, Ari. All right. Did you more or less go all the way through?
No, I just did that first card.
Okay.
But I
Well,
talked about the connection to the
yeah.
lovers.
A lot of times it's very clear that the Knight of Cups does feel like somebody is moving towards an emotional encounter. That could be with a person that they are interested in. It could be a lot of other things too. Um, it's almost always seems very favorable. It's something that just fills you with pleasant emotions, or that person uh, coming towards you, or you coming towards that person. It really, or that situation just really feels emotionally gratifying. And yeah, the idea of the Lover's card as the next card does sort of tip the scale a little bit that
I
way.
know it could be a relationship. I can't rule that out. But again, this could just be the lovers could be there because some moves, choices, or decisions that you are making about something you're passionate about is going to make you very happy. I mean, I think that you're making smart choices, you're making choices that are good for you. And so that could involve relationships, that can involve a lot of things. And so with the world, it's indicating that if this is a relationship or even a new relationship that's getting off the ground, this could end in marriage. This could culminate into something very positive. But if this is something else that you are working on, that you're excited about and happy about, you're making good choices that will culminate in a successful conclusion.
Yes, it's like in the context of the reading, the
Yeah.
word is sealing the deal, sealed the deal. So it is clear that there's a progression through here, and that it may more likely be about some sort of relationship. The relationship doesn't have to be necessarily with a person. I mean, you might already be married or in a long-standing relationship. So it could just be about going to other levels, but going towards what it is that just feels the most gratifying, the most emotionally welcoming to you is really what it's about. And so that ends in perfection, in a sense. The world is perfection. A new cycle to begin, perhaps.
Yeah, because once you close one cycle or complete something, a new one begins. And that's why if this is a relationship, it could culminate into a deepening to a marriage or some other level, and then a new chapter begins from there.
I think the Lenormand maybe tips the scale fully towards the idea that it is about a relationship, because the kitten is like the dog, loyalty. the best friend kind of thing. And a lot
Yeah.
of times, that should be that person that we are betrothed to. We marry our best friend. Maybe you're already married to your best friend or with your best friend. And so this talks about something that moves you to another very valuable part of your life. But the presence of the kitten or the dog here and the clover to me just seems to say that this relationship is really fortuitous and lucky in a lot of ways.
Well, and of course, like with it was Gina's reading, I think, where the kitten and the lovers are in the reading. I can't rule out the fact that it could be some friend, coworker, companion, somebody that deepens into something bigger. It could be a romance, it could be a relationship, or just as Mr. O said, this friendship takes on a new, more important level. This possibly could also be saying in my other scenario where I spoke about you working on something you're passionate about and making the right moves and choices is going to bring it to a successful conclusion. It just could indicate that you have support out there from someone or some people, maybe even some institution, your workplace, that could prove very lucky for you.
The short answer to all this, Rowen, is
Stop.
as guidance goes, you're clear sailing ahead. I mean, move towards what you love.
I'm sorry, Zach. We closed our list. I
No,
can't.
they're on the list.
Oh, wait a minute. Zach, I'm so sorry. Sorry, Zach. Ignore me.
And we're not quite up to you yet. There's a couple readings before that,
Yeah,
but we
but
will
I'm
get to
glad you
you.
posted your question now. I apologize. Sorry I jumped the gun there. Like he's not on the list. Oops.
I knew. All right.
So we'll get you.
And up next then is Diamond Girl, who did write um, a question. So I will go back to that. There we go. What does my spirit guides need me to know?
Spirit guides want you to know.
Hmm.
Is that it? And who's that for?
Diamond Girl, the very
Yes,
next
Diamond
question.
Girl. Okay. Good luck with that, Rowan. I'm going to get the list out there.
All right. Well, thank you. And if there's a wonderful event in your future, we want to know about it.
That's right. Good luck with that. Okay. All right, Diamond Girl is up. Let's see. And what was that again?
What does my spirit guides want me to know?
That's it. Okay, that's my reading. That's what I was
Mhm.
thinking. Okay. Yeah, let's use this one again. Okay.
Gina, if you're still here, thank you for your donation.
Oh, Gina! So appreciate you.
We love you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Okay, Diamond Girl, let's see what we have for you. Okay, so what do your spirit guides want you to know? The Six of Swords is reversed here, so we're going to start with that. So, what they want you to know is that things may not be moving as quickly, or in the future or coming soon. There may be some obstacles that you have to go work through to move forward or to move yourself into a better or a more peaceful, tranquil place. I think your spirit guides do want you to know that if you are hesitating to to move from conditions right now that maybe aren't that really good for you, you really should make the move. You should make that move. But They recognize that you might be facing some obstacles right now, or some possible reasons that you can't do that at this time.
Right. In my mind, your spirit guides feel there's something you still need to be doing here, even if the challenge is very great for you. And in fact, that maybe they feel this really will build you. I almost feel like maybe they feel this is something they really do expect of you, and that you just need to follow through for them.
So why is this important? It's the Page of Pentacles reversed. It's important because there are opportunities to grow for you beyond the conditions you're experiencing right now or the place that you're at right now. There is growth out there, but obviously you can't reach that at this time, or you feel maybe you're not ready for it at this time. There's delay in getting there. Or it's possible here that you're holding yourself back from moving on because you don't believe there's anywhere to go right now. You don't believe that opportunities exist, that will be better for you than where you're at right now. And that may not be true.
In some ways, your spirit guides, I think they want you to realize that there really is a difference between what you think you need to know and what they think, and that it won't necessarily line up. And I'm wondering actually if they sort of feel like you need to understand that better about them. It doesn't mean that you don't get to pursue your own plans, but they sort of feel like if they're marking you for something, they expect you to do this too. It feels like it's a stronger compulsion with them than with some people for some reason. Maybe the Lenormand will give me that clue.
Well, it's another thing of all reversals here. Surprised with this. So, where are things headed? Okay. You feel it's the Queen of Cups reversed. And I kind of feel here you feel discontentment. You're not content emotionally at this time. So I don't know if you're dealing with a tricky emotional situation right now. Maybe a problem in a relationship or a friendship, or maybe with family. But something is leaving you feeling discontented. It could also be your workplace. It could be, career issues. There's a discontentment and a want for something more, but just an inability of seeing where it's at right now.
All right. I like what you said there. I get the feeling like there really is discontent within you, or this will lead to, because you're not able to appreciate what they want of you, or they're not able to appreciate what you are to them in some way.
I don't know if it has to do with them. You mean the spirit guides?
Yeah.
I think what they want her to know is that there's just some situation or that conditions that she's facing right now. But okay, I guess.
Well, I guess where it leads to is you're basically not really feeling happy about where you end up with this, because you just sort of feel you're not pursuing dreams that are more important to you.
Yeah, I think something. But let's see what the Lenormand adds. I need to
Okay,
see that.
I know, and I'm sort of disjointed. I'm all over the place. It's the gingerbread. That's the public, right? The garden.
Well, it's yeah, connect. It's socially.
And the snowman.
Oh,
Is this about a relationship or about friendships in a public sphere that maybe contrasts with the spirit guide's message?
I think here the spirit guides want you to make sure that if this is about a relationship and you're concerned about somebody and if they're being if they're being true to you, and they're not playing the field still, so to speak. You need to really look at this situation more carefully and determine if this person is right for you. I mean, I feel here there could be a couple of things going on. If this may be, if you are discontent right now in your life as far as love and romance and emotional things go, uh, this could be indicating to me that you might be, if you don't go after new opportunities here, if you don't remove yourself from the conditions you're in right now, you might be missing an opportunity to meet somebody who could be better for you than than what you're settling for now. I can't rule that out either here when I'm looking at this configuration of cards. But failing that, I would say too, that if you're feeling a lot of discontentment in your life and you feel like there's just no opportunities to move forward and you're just feeling overwhelmed with this sense of things aren't right in my life right now, then you need to get yourself, this could be you need to get yourself out there more and just be a little bit more social, be a little bit more part of things in the world, engage with others, go to different events that interest you, and then bring yourself out of whatever doldrums that this might be speaking about here.
Maybe your spirit guides don't really have a lot for you at all. Maybe they do want you to be more social and out there in the public and enjoy yourself. Maybe they feel the time for what their lessons are is yet to come. And maybe that's what this is about.
Well, Mr. O and I can agree to disagree sometimes. We give you different perspectives on what we see and feel from the cards. But I feel the spirit guides have plenty of stuff to tell you here. And so they're trying to tell you to deal with your discontentment and try to brighten things up in your life by engaging more with the world right now. You just may need that. I just feel like they're saying that. That's
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that.
He's not, it's not that he's not saying that. Okay. I still say we could do that because tarot is so multifaceted that depending on who's reading your cards and what they're feeling inside of them, it's valid. And I'm sorry I questioned you on the spirit guide thing. You're absolutely valid in saying what you did. So I hope that
Well,
made sense to you, and you will come back and see us again, Diamond Girl. Good luck with that. And we are on Fire Spawn.
Firespawn usually watches and lobs that question.
Hey, you're very welcome.
It's going to show up. You're welcome.
Funny question, but is Sam manifesting me as his future wife? Is this the person? Is this the person who's been? I'm not sure if this is you. Was this somebody who is shadowing you on social media? Kind of keeping an eye on you, or is this somebody else? And I might be thinking of somebody else, so forgive me if I am.
Sorry about that.
You know what? I think about it. I might be thinking of somebody else. All right. It's not a funny question. There are no funny questions. We are librarians, or I am. We are library workers, and we know that every question is valid. Sometimes people may need to couch it differently, but, librarians deliver.
Okay, I'm going to lay them out.
Sure.
Five of Wands upright. The Wheel. The Ace of Pentacles reversed.
Five of
Wands.
Wands upright. The wheel is upright.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, there they are. I can see them. And
Ace of Pentacles.
oh, it's ASSO, isn't it? Yeah, okay. All right. Well, the scythe, guess what's back?
Huh. Well, first of all, I have to say that your choice of words is interesting because, of course, I can think of nothing less than trying to charm you in some way, or use something to sort of effect this somehow, a power or
Is that from the Five of Wands?
from all of it in a
Oh,
way.
okay.
Certainly from the wheel, and definitely a little bit from the Five of Wands. But I think the Five of Wands speaks more to the idea that um, that it's he may have a perception he has to do this sooner than later, that there if something's about that, it's really about um that energy of going towards that goal.
The Five of Wands is an interesting thing because sometimes it indicates conflict. It also indicates, though, that, the people involved with each other, like for in this case, it's you and Sam, um, it could indicate that you have different ideas about how things should go. And Sam may be trying to build something in his own way here. I can't argue with that. So you're asking if he's trying to manifest marriage with you. It's possible, but you may not necessarily agree necessarily with the methods that he's using. I wonder here. Um, I know this is a question about Sam, but I'm kind of feeling energies from both sides here in this card because this is a card of engagement, right? So people are engaging, whether constructively or destructively, with each other, right?
Right.
Okay, and so the Wheel of Fortune is interesting here. Um, I think that this could say that this is moving into something big here. Um, he does have big plans, he does have big plans. Is it marriage? Maybe. I think he's looking at something life changing here to some degree and something that would be positive for him. I can see that. I also think that there's time involved with the wheel too. So maybe he's trying to consider the right time to manifest this.
This card also talks about a cycle. And so cycles, have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And of course, things like, relationships are the same thing. They may have a beginning and a middle and an end. So it could be the metaphor for that. The Wheel of Fortune is also a game, but love is a game too. So this could be saying not so much that it's a game not played for seriousness, but it is, a contest.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Hmm.
And that's the Ace of
Pentacles.
Pentacles, and it's reversed.
Yeah.
I feel here that, well, that Sam may feel there's some disappointments ahead in doing this or trying to do this, or maybe there's just delays at this time. He's holding back. It's possible here, like I said, that he's waiting for the right time, and so I don't think that it's going to happen right away, if it's going to happen at all. And there's a reason I'm saying that, but I'll get to that with the
Okay.
Lenormand.
Well, the other thing about the pentacles is, of course, they are foundational kind of things, and some of that takes into the idea of material aspects and material qualities. And so this could be saying that though these things are on Sam's mind, a reality is that he's not sure uh, financially he's ready for that, or from a material point of view. And that could be more than just,
It's interesting.
material assets. It could also just be about the sense of security or foundation.
Yeah, I
So,
like that.
so
I
that
like
may express more as a doubt and not so much as a definitive this will happen or not happen.
Well, I was going to ask you if you felt we needed to do a yes, no,
Maybe.
but we have to get the Lenormand done first.
All right.
So when I look at the Lenormand, I almost wonder if he wants something different from a contract like a marriage. You know what I mean? That he may want to just live together or some other type of arrangement
Exclusive
or
relationship.
union because the at least that's maybe that's why he's still waiting for the right time and he thinks there's some things that have to be ironed out yet. Is he ready for this? Does he want some interim step before going for marriage? You know, because it seems like he wants to not think about a contract right now. You know what I mean? And that's essentially what a marriage is, right? On paper.
So that adds a little weight to the idea that maybe there is a sense of time involved. The Wheel of Fortune could talk about an ending, but it also talks about a process of time too, in a way. The wheel goes around, it doesn't necessarily stop.
Yeah.
So it's possible. I think we should clear it up by doing a quick yes or no.
Yes, let's do it. Take your cards and do it. You want me to shuffle first, or you want to shuffle
Yeah, you can
first?
shuffle first. Here you go.
Yeah. So we're just going to ask if he's manifesting this, if it at least is on his mind so we know. The cards are indicating obviously there's a delay or for things that need to be worked out before this can occur, or maybe some interim phase in the relationship that has to happen before marriage.
If it's an actual magical spell, maybe he doesn't have the right components.
And that, and well, and that too. I rule that out that he's not ready in some way. All right, go ahead and cut him, and I'll pick him up for you. Oh, we are into overtime. Uh-oh,
Yeah, it just kind of crept up on
it
us.
did. And I got stuff to do tonight. Oh boy, do I got stuff to do tonight. Either that or I should get an early night's sleep and get up at the crack of dawn or something. Except I got to take my antibiotic at midnight. There is that.
Yep.
Um, okay. It's the King of Pentacles.
So it will come with a price.
It will come with a price. And the price is that everything just has to fall into place
He's a
for
control
Sam.
freak. He has to be totally in control.
Well,
Well,
a
he would
control
like
of the process,
he
okay?
he would like to be really have everything kind of resolved and managed.
Hey, this king, when he's upright, he's a benevolent king. So I feel here that he means well. He just wants to make sure everything is right, you know? And that almost falls in line to me with the Wheel of Fortune.
Why not?
So it will come with some kind of price, if it comes at all. Because, like you said, I think it's possible. I think it's possible. But, you know, anything can happen. The tarot seems to indicate there are things that definitely would need to be ironed out in order for it to take place. So, good luck with that. And you know, I can't rule out here, since of what you just said, that the Wheel of Fortune is saying, you know, if fate dictates it to be, it's gonna be. So, good luck with that.
Alrighty. Good luck, Fire Spawn. And we
We are on
are on
Zach.
Zach.
And I'm going to post his question.
Right, it's right there.
Well, I have it
Some
too.
direction and revelation for the immediate time frame in my pursuit of peace, progress, and purpose. Thank you. All right, Zach, how's it going?
All right. Let's see.
It's going to be your deck.
Oh, is it your deck?
It's going to be your deck, right?
Yes. I've got it.
Let's-
Merry Christmas to you, Firespawn.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Happy Yule. Whatever you celebrate, I celebrate them all.
We do.
The more, the more, the merrier, I say. We have too much strife in the world. If everybody could just celebrate and be happy, but no, it's not the world we live in right now. But I'm not going to let them rain on my parade.
Hello, Zach.
Hey, Zach. Sorry I almost canceled you there. I feel bad. Whoops, my bad. All right, so just to get this right, direction and revelation for the immediate time frame, pursuit of peace, progress, and purpose. Well, the Seven of Swords is here, up reversed. The Chariot is upright. And the Eight of Wands, oh, excuse me, is reversed. Is reversed. This too is an interesting reading because of what you're asking. And
Okay, in the Lenormand, I'm throwing out the stars, and Father Time has reappeared.
is that facing that? No, it's.
I think it is.
I guess it is.
It is.
All right. Well, we'll get to that. I have feelings here. So the Seven of Swords reversed can be a number of things. I think this is a call for you to, in your pursuit of peace, progress, and purpose, you have to truly be the authentic you. No lies, no subterfuge, no masks being worn to please people. Be yourself, truthful, unabashedly you. Because the bottom line is people can see through phonies, right? So I feel here that, and also you can see through phonies. The idea here is if you think you're fooling yourself, you're not. When you look in the mirror, you see the truth of the matter when you're trying to be something that you're not. And I think here this is saying the truth always wins out, and being your true authentic self is the way to find your true purpose and meaning in life as well.
And that doesn't mean that you have to tell secrets you've been hiding about yourself. It doesn't mean that. It sort of means that if you've just been, I'm kind of losing it. I'm sorry. It means you should just be your authentic self. I mean, it means people don't need to know things about you that you don't have to reveal. You just have to reveal the truth about yourself. It's more like that. It's like not saying to somebody that you don't really like your third grade teacher because she punished you and that's left a horrible scar on you. It's really about, what she made you realize that you have to change, whatever that situation is.
I know what he's saying here. I do know what he's saying here.
I wish I did.
And basically, it's what he's saying is, when we say to be your true, authentic self and speak truth, that doesn't mean, you have to reveal every facet of yourself to the
Okay.
world. No, you reveal what you want to reveal, but make sure that what you reveal is who you truly are and not some made up version of who you want to be or who you should be or who you think people want you to be. That's important.
Now,
So,
don't you think the next two cards kind of combine a little? The Chariot with the Eight of
well,
Wands?
they do. They do. I think here too, because of the way you asked the question again, your pursuit, you should you should constantly move with determination, motivation, and will towards what you truly want in life. If you truly want something in life, it's authentically a part of who you want to be and who you are, then go with it with the strength and determination to see it through. Yes, you could allow things to scatter yourself, your energy, and your focus from your path. Don't allow that to happen. That's what you need to consider here as far as something that could be a real obstacle to your progress and your purpose is if you unfocus yourself from moving forward on what truly matters to you. So yeah, I do feel they combine.
Sometimes it's about figuring out what that balance is. You need to find a way
This.
to advance or not, to motivate yourself to move towards your goals. But you also might need to know exactly how important some of those goals really are. Maybe some of them can wait a little bit. Maybe some of them don't have to be immediate. So prioritize what these goals are. And when you figure out the best amount of energy you can put towards them, that's when you need to move.
Now, don't you think that card goes along with that card?
Perhaps.
I feel here you need to cut away at the things that are stopping you from achieving what you're destined for. So, in other words, all the distractions, Zach, all the things that distract you from moving forward to your true North Star.
Well, remember what I said about how this was about figuring out the balance and where you should prioritize. Some of those things maybe they do need to be cut away. I said like don't focus on them now, but maybe they're just baggage. And so maybe you have to consider what their impact really is on your goals, Zach. And so maybe some of the things you do, and some of those could be different things, Zach. They could be some habits you have, and not all habits are bad habits or good habits, but maybe you do things a certain way. Maybe you have to change that. Maybe you have to try something totally different. Good luck.
That's what we have for you. I hope that gave you some insights you can use. Good luck with that.
And thank you.
All right, so is Love Lou here? Because I did not get a question earlier.
And
It could
that's
have,
a cell, I believe.
yeah.
So we'll give a cell a moment or
Well, let
two.
me check. I said I didn't
I'm
see one, but
pretty sure they didn't.
okay, I see where they came in, and there is no question.
If you're here, now's the moment. Otherwise, I mean, literally, we're in
So,
overtime.
Love Lou,
So
I know you did this before, possibly on Sunday, or maybe it was last Thursday. You came in and you did not leave a question. So we can't help you if you're not here when we call you. So,
we're just gonna move on. And it's late. I'm tired.
yeah, it's overtime. So if you're here right now, let us know. Let's just give it a moment. And I'm going to get ready to move on.
Is that my deck again?
Um, yes, it is, because I
Okay.
just used that. Okay,
I'll
so
use my Scorpio seed.
did I just delete Aries' question?
I saw it already, so I can repeat it to you.
Yeah, I saw it too. It's not that far.
It's not that far. You just passed it. Scroll back. There it is.
There it is. No, that's Zach. There it
Well,
is.
then you're likely to start.
Yes, I got it. So I'm not going to post your questionnaire, but we are on you right now, and it's about the year ahead. Can you tell me how will my new year start?
I like what you said, Zach. Thank you very much. You do try to be an authentic person.
Nice. Oh, you're very welcome.
We're grateful for people like you to come to our list. How will your
Okay,
new
so
year start, or how is it likely to start?
what is up for Aries New Year? So it's the start of the new year. We're going to look at it that way. Okay. And why am I shuffling these? I'm going to put them away. Maybe because the Lenormand is still by you.
I just throwing the three.
Yes. Just three
Okay.
cards.
Our first one is the world reversed. Uh,
It's okay.
don't get hung over at the party.
Ooh,
The next one is judgment upright. And the final one is the upright page of cups.
nice.
And I like that. That little gentle deer fawn there.
If this is going to be a progression or just things that I'm going to tell you, I haven't decided yet, but I want to get the Lenormand out here to see. All right. These cards are getting a little worn. All right, we have,
The anchor
and
and the
this,
snow
and we have to
fox.
remember this is how the year is starting out for
Likely to
you.
start.
And I think it's pretty darn good. You know, so the world is just saying maybe there's some the loose ends that, you're dealing with at the start of the new year from the previous year.
Yeah.
Whether it has anything to do with the move you've made, whether it has anything to do with the situation between your mom and you, whatever the case may be, there's just some little loose ends in your life that you might be considering you thinking you need to tidy up, as a new year is beginning. And that's a good thing because judgment is following. I'm going to stop. Well, let's take it card by card if you can.
Sure, I can add a lot to that. I feel like, I know your personality pretty good. They're going to bother you a little bit, but they really aren't going to be big things. Some of those might be making sure that everybody has your address change or stuff like that. Maybe it is, smoothing over anything with your mom, invite her out to lunch if you can, or maybe get her to invite you to lunch.
And with judgment here at the start of a new year, you're ready to blaze a new trail or do something different. Obviously you just moved, your lifestyle is changing to some degree. And so this is what this is about. It's transitions, it's transformation. And what a perfect card to get for the start of the year. Your
Yeah.
life is changing now and likely for the better.
Well, both of them are really in a way because the world we don't think is a horrible card to start. So they both are good. Judgment is maybe saying really to the realization of being on your own and that it is a new year. They kind of coincide and they give you an enthusiasm and or a way to focus yourself or way to see what it is you really want to be involved in.
Right, you are transitioning and you're changing things about your life. Maybe, this is going to have far reaching, beyond just the start of the year. I have a feeling there might be heralding a time of transition and change for you that may be ongoing
Excuse me.
through this year. And then you end with the Page of Cups, right?
Right. And the Page of Cups maybe is saying really there's a breath of fresh air. There's a sense of a renewal of how you want to express yourself emotionally. And some of that is also about how much you want to be vulnerable, self-vulnerable, open, a more porous or fluid. You want to be able to receive good vibes. You want to be able to send good vibes.
Well, and I think with that Page of Cups, it could indicate a few things there, Ari. At
Sure.
the start of the year, there might be some invitations. There might be some dates. You know, if not dates, there'll be social invitations that'll make you happy. It just seems like the start of the year could be an active one for you. It could be joyful. It could be also that you just received some good news at the start of the new year
I
as
like that.
well.
Sure.
Maybe, it's possible here that your mother's going to be much more reasonable, or I think you were talking also about a brother before. So, I think that things are looking really positive for the start of 2026 for you. And I feel here too that the one specific area I can really get into for you is that it looks like your work life is going to be stable
Okay.
and balanced
Like
for a
that.
while.
Yeah. I almost get the feeling too, like maybe stability, but maybe even a perk. Like maybe, you'll get a small raise, or maybe they might want you to have extra hours if you want, or something like that. I don't know.
Well, or I mean, since it's the start of the year, I'm not going to say it's possible you might go for another job and find a more stable position, but I feel like where you're at right now is going to be much more secure, stable for you, at
Let's
least
hope
for
so.
the short term. So,
Let's hope so.
good luck with that. It's a positive reading. Woohoo! Happy New Year
Yay.
to you. All right.
Happy New Year.
And we're done at 9:23. Wow. But it was an interesting show. We had a lot of fun.
Yes,
Some
we
good
did.
readings here today. And I want to thank everybody. And
That's
of
right.
course, if we don't see you by Christmas and you celebrate that or Yule, I want to wish you a merry both. Enjoy this season. Bring some joy and happiness into your life. And let's just celebrate instead of, there's not been a lot to celebrate in the news lately, but we should try to enjoy this season and not let what's going on bring us down too much. So
Don't forget to watch Happy Hour.
don't forget. And there's going to be a monthly modality message this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah,
when?
it's Sunday.
We'll be there.
And so that video will be coming out on Sunday. Plus, I may be releasing something on Sunday as well. He's going to hate me. He may have three videos to do well, two videos to do for Sunday. Anyway, we'll hash that out on our own here. Take care, everybody. Have a great evening. Good to see you all. Read for you all. And we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.